are children in our state that need a voice to speak up for them. The kids that have been abused or neglected, they need to know they're not alone when it's time to go to court. And that's where Illinois CASA, court-appointed special advocates in our community, they step in. Libby Moeller, the Program Development Associate for Illinois CASA, and Julia Livingston, Executive Director for Macon County, are here with us now. Welcome, ladies.
Good afternoon.
Hi. Well, this is such a program that I'm sure is near and dear to both of your hearts. So let's talk a little bit about CASA and what the mission is and what you're all about.
So Illinois CASA is the state program, and we support the programs at the local level across the state. We have 31 programs in 53 counties at the moment. Many of the counties are in your viewing area, so that's why we're here today. We just kicked off a recruitment initiative to recruit more volunteers for our kiddos.
And I'm sure from our work that we've done with CASA in the past, like the past 6 months even,
yes,
it seems like there's such a need, more so than normal, for these volunteers to step up and help these kids.
Absolutely. So much has changed during the pandemic, as you know, we've discussed over the past year, but children experience abuse and neglect has not changed. And so yes, we absolutely need more advocates for our kiddos that we serve in all the counties, and that's why we're here today. And she can speak more to the local level of that.
Yeah, so you're with Macon County, and we, like she mentioned, we're putting the call out for recruiting volunteers. So what does it take to be a CASA volunteer?
Well, the first thing that we always say is you just have to have a heart to care for children. You know, what we do is so vital and so important, and many of our volunteers say that as much as they are giving to the children, really having the opportunity to volunteer is more than they could have ever imagined giving back to them. So we do train very thoroughly our volunteers. You don't have to have any sort of criminal justice or social work background. You come in as a banker or, you know, a grocery store clerk or a teacher, and we just really train you in the child welfare system. We teach you the ins and outs of abuse and neglect. We teach you what it means to be a CASA volunteer, and how to write a court report to really be the voice for the child in court.
So besides having a heart for helping children and loving children, what else, like, do they have to have a certain age requirement? Or you mentioned no background in like criminal law and all of that, but are there requirements that you're looking for? Like, who would make a great volunteer?
Honestly,
someone with time?
Anyone. It really takes about up to 10 hours a month to be a volunteer. The training is the most difficult part to fit into your schedule. After that, everything else you work into your own schedule. And so up front, you're giving us 30 hours of your time. Right now in Macon County, we're conducting these trainings virtually. So you are basically giving one morning or one evening a week for 6 weeks. And at the end of that training, you are sworn in as a court-appointed special advocate, and you get assigned to a case.
You know, it just makes me upset and sad to even think about children out there that need a representative in their life, an advocate to represent them in a court case where they've experienced neglect or whatever. I would think this would be a tough job, like a heartbreaking job, but at the same time, maybe fulfilling and knowing that you're making a difference.
Yeah, I think what we like to focus on is the positive that we're providing to our children. You know, I often think about the counties and the locations that don't have CASA, and I think that those situations would be much more difficult because what we provide is a person, an adult, that is safe, that is consistent in their lives, and that literally only has the child's best interest at heart, and that's really the most important part for them.
So just to be extra clear, this is not, like, you're not a foster family, you're not a mentor. Exactly.
No.
You are just representing them and being their voice because they're not old enough to do it themselves.
That's correct. That's correct. And the kiddos we serve are so diverse, and that's a big part of our recruitment campaign is recruiting a diverse population to reflect the kids that we're serving. You know, multi-generational, multicultural, like you said, capabilities, all walks of life that you come from.
Wow.
Can serve.
Okay, so if people want to learn more and it's on their heart to help these kids that are in need, what do they need to do?
They can go to illinoiscasa.org. We have all our local programs listed alphabetically that you can plug in yourself, or you can reach out to Illinois CASA and we will plug you into a local program such as Julia's in Decatur if you're in the Decatur area, if you're in Effingham, Champaign, Cass, Brown. I mean, you have so many
We have
counties
10 different counties here in Central Illinois in our viewing area that definitely could use some support for those kids in need. Well, bless you for the work that you both are doing in representing these children who don't have it so easy in their life and making things a little bit lighter.
Thank you, Heather.
For them. We will definitely connect you with everything happening with Illinois CASA and how you can become an advocate for these children without voices. We'll connect you. CILiving.tv.